YouTube is over. No, it really isn't. And now before I start, I just want to say that this video is by no means a dig at the LGBT community. I know as soon as someone sees this video, they're just going to dislike it without even watching it. So before you do dislike it, at least give it a watch before you make an opinion on it. And like I said, it is not a dig at the LGBT community. I am very pro-LGBT. I stand by the community. I agree with a lot of the things that they stand for. However, I feel that this needs to be addressed because I think a lot of it has been blown out of proportion. And I think a lot of people are trying to make this whole situation seem to be targeted at a community when it is in no means targeted towards them whatsoever. So right, last night, hashtag YouTube is over party started trending on Twitter. In fact, it actually became the #1 trending thing worldwide, which is absolutely huge, and it really does go to show the power that YouTube has in today's society. I posted out a couple of tweets about the situation, and some of them may have been a little bit insensitive, and I did regret them later. And I've got to say, I fucked up. And I ended up getting in a big Twitter debate with someone. But because I was a little bit insensitive and I didn't mean necessarily what I said or in the context that I said it, I managed to resolve it, and we ended up having a pretty good conversation about the whole situation, and I did sympathise with a lot of stuff that she was saying. Now, thinking YouTube's restricted mode as being like a parental control feature for everything these days has a parental control, from phones to certain apps to games consoles to TVs. Pretty much everything these days that kids have access to have a parental control feature, and restricted mode is YouTube's. And I understand that when a good majority of videos from a certain community, especially one that's had to fight for a very long time for equality, seems to get restricted on YouTube, that I could understand why people would get up in arms about it. However, it's not just LGBT videos that got restricted. Some videos have been restricted for the most stupid reasons, and none of them make sense. And right now I'm just going to show you some videos on my own channel. I'm actually a musician on my main channel, and I've got a couple hundred videos on YouTube, but when I turn restricted mode on, some of those videos disappear, and they don't make any sense at all why they would, but they do. And I'm just going to show you a couple of comparisons between restricted mode being off and restricted mode being on. Right, and now this picture here is a collection of videos from my channel with restricted mode being turned off. And now I'm going to show you the same group of videos but with restriction mode turned on, and we can see which ones have been removed. Right, so here is the same group of videos just with restricted mode turned on. However, as you can see at the top and bottom of the group, that some videos have been added because obviously some have been taken away. So I'm just going to blur them out now so we can see just what was in the original shot and then what is left now. Right, so here are all the videos from the original shot that haven't been restricted. So what is missing? So right, here is a picture with little markings on it to show all the videos that have been removed when restricted mode has been turned on. I've had 13 videos out of 30 restricted, yet as you can see, all of them are music related. Now I've had a backing track I've created for Metallica's Spit Out the Bone. Which is just a metal song. There's nothing in the video except a bass and drum track. I've also had a video that is just announcing the return of a new show that I was starting that I never really got around to doing because I didn't have the time to do it. I've also had a video ranking my top 10 guitar players that gave me the most inspiration. So basically all this video is just counting down musicians that inspire me, such as Slash and things like that. Obviously there's nothing in that could be offensive or needs restricting. The next video is a shorter version of the video which never got published, and then the next two videos are when I ranked Avenged Sevenfold's albums from worst to best, and the next ones are when I did the same with Notorious B.I.G., and as you can see below that there's the same with Tupac too. There's also a review of the Avenged Sevenfold albums The Stage. There's also a parody video about gent music, which if you don't know is a really down-tuned heavy version of metal, and last but not least a punk metal cover of the song Easy Street that was in Walking Dead season 7. You guys may remember it. That really annoying song that if I play it now it will be stuck in your head for days.
We're on Easy Street and it feels so sweet, 'cause the world is but a treat when you're on Easy Street.
So as you can see, there is nothing here that could be deemed offensive. It is literally just music-based content. As I said, I'm a musician, so all my content, or 95% of my content on that channel is music-based. So it seems like there is certain words or phrases that YouTube might think that parents don't want kids seeing. And just based on my own content on my channels, it seems to be rock or metal music is something that they don't want children to see. They want to be restricted on their website. They've got the keywords, maybe the words Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, Tupac, B.I.G., Notorious B.I.G., whatever, Gent for the music genre, maybe anything, maybe these sort of keywords. And also in the tags, obviously in my top 10 I've got things like slash, Avenged Sevenfold, so that maybe some of them have just triggered the restricted mode to restrict them. So it's not necessarily the content that is in the videos, it's more just the certain words in the title and the tags, which is probably why some videos where there could be hate videos, whether it's hate videos about races or gay people in general, some of them have been known to still be on YouTube. And as it says in the when you turn restricted mode on, that the filter is not 100% accurate. So videos that shouldn't be restricted get restricted. A lot of LGBT videos, which I don't think should be restricted. But some videos that could be hate speech have slipped through the net because filters aren't always accurate. Right, so as you can see, it's not just LGBT videos that have been restricted. I understand why a lot of the LGBT community would be annoyed and up in arms about it. However, as you can see, it is not just them that YouTube have targeted. The filter isn't 100% correct. There's some channels where they've had literally every video removed, and they could be gaming channels, it could be anything. There's certain channels where on restricted mode, every bit of content they have ever made is being removed. And I don't agree with it, but as I said before, it is essentially just parental control. There's nothing we can really do about it. Restricted mode is automatically turned off by default, and then you've got to go out your way to actually turn it on. So if you are a parent who maybe is going to let their small child maybe just go on YouTube to watch some like Mickey Mouse videos or something like that, then yeah, maybe they'll turn restricted mode on just so the child doesn't end up on something they shouldn't, because as you know, you've probably done it yourself. You can sit on YouTube, you can start off watching a music video, and 5 hours later you sat watching a conspiracy video about 9/11. This stuff does happen. So essentially that's all it is. It's pretty much just a way to stop children viewing content they shouldn't do, because you probably don't want your child watching Mickey Mouse and then end up watching hate speech or watching terrorist propaganda, stuff like that, because stuff like that does slip through the net and it is easily viewable by children, but a lot of children won't know how to return restricted mode off and on. So that is essentially all it is there for. There's nothing against the LGBT community, no one is out to get them, and it's just the way it is. But like I said, if you don't like restricted mode, don't turn it on, all is well. So in conclusion, I don't necessarily agree with how this whole situation has been handled across social media and all the outrage. However, I do believe that it is worth at least bringing to the attention of YouTube and saying these videos are being restricted and we don't think it's right. If you tweet at YT Creators, the YouTube creators' Twitter page, they reply to pretty much every tweet they get. They are really, really good at responding. So if you ever see a content that you think is being restricted unfairly, it's just worth just tweeting them and just saying, I think this is being restricted by accident, and I think it should be sorted out, and who knows, they might do it. I just think that the filter isn't 100% accurate and it is targeting certain words that they may feel that the parents don't want the child's viewing, which is understandable. I do understand the reason for it. Obviously they don't want people, the children possibly looking at metal music and listening to metal songs that could be about death and terrorism and stuff like that, because that stuff, those subjects are in metal music. Like the same that the filter might think that parents don't want the child watching videos about the LGBT stuff. Whether that's right or wrong, that is for you to decide. But when it comes to YouTube being over, until you do this and you see this, YouTube isn't over, and it's far from it. So I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anyone from the LGBT community saw the video, clicked on it and instantly disliked it, because I know that will happen, I hope you guys stuck around and changed your opinion on it, because as I said at the start, this is not a dig at the LGBT community. This video was simply to point out what the restricted mode actually is and what it's for, and why this is happening, because it's not just happening to one community, it's happening to YouTubers across all genres, from the LGBT to vloggers to gamers, musicians, entertainment, artists, pretty much any channel. You think of a genre on YouTube and it is being restricted in some way. It's just the way it is, and it's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about it. So if you did click the video and instantly disliked it, I really hope you've changed your mind and hit that like button. And if you haven't made your mind up yet, it would really help us out if you do hit that like button and we can spread the message of what the restricted mode is. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video.